join the stream on YouTube, and then we can get started. Yep. Now you need to join the link, Monika. Have I sent you the link? Not yet. Everybody, I'm sorry for this. I'm gonna send you. You need to join through the link, Monika. Yeah. So I'm sending it on your Discord. Yeah.
I'm opening the Discord.
Not on your phone, please. On your laptop.
No.
Yeah.
On my laptop. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. So there you go. We're gonna be using StreamYard as usual. Maybe I should come closer to my mic as well. Yeah. And just a second, everyone. How is everybody doing, by the way? I hope you're fine. I can see we've got Helen here, Vlad, Adam, Glady, and Rod. Not sure about the Instagram people. I'm still working that one out. So Dream Raspberry is here. And also Huriyafat. Are you in, Monika? Not yet?
Not yet, but I've already clicked on the link.
Yeah.
You're entering a broadcast studio.
Yeah, that's what you are supposed to do, yes. Enter the broadcast studio. It sounds very Monika, you have to turn it down on your Instagram. And she's gone. Monika?
Yes. I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
You're gone from Instagram.
From Instagram?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I got disconnected.
It's loading.
Okay.
What? Damn it.
Don't worry too much. I'm going to just open the Google document that I use for my live lessons. In the meantime, I always make a copy of the previous one, by the way. That's how I do it. That's my method. And then rename it into the next live lesson. So this is live lesson 7, apparently. And my student is Monika. Are you back on Instagram, or?
I'm trying to come back on Instagram, but
Nationality Czech. Monika, you are Czech, right?
Right, that's right.
Okay, just making sure. Obviously, I know you, so this is an irrelevant question, but I'm asking anyway, for the sake of the viewers here.
There may be some listeners who don't know me.
Or you could change your nationality, because that's what people do as well, right?
I don't do it. I'm Czech and I'm proud of being Czech, so...
Okay. Well, check her out, everyone. Okay, so...
Am I online?
No, you're not... Do I need to invite you again on Instagram, or how does it work?
I can see you on Instagram. I can see both of us right now.
Yeah,
so
I have already invited you. You can see both of us.
Yeah. Really? On Instagram and on YouTube. It should work. Am I in?
I can't see you. Well,
you can't see me?
Okay, if any of the YouTube people that are watching this can also join us on Instagram to just check whether they can see Monika, that would be nice, because I'm sure I'm live, because it says I'm live. So, Monika, can you hear me twice?
No, because my volume on my phone is off, so it won't see you.
But whenever I say something, I can hear myself a little bit. Is it gone now? Yeah, I can hear myself. There's a bit of an echo. I don't know why. Maybe this is my fault. I don't know. I don't know, listeners and viewers. There are no listeners, actually. They are all viewers. Okay. I'm used to calling my audience listeners, because I've got a podcast, as you know, Zdenek's English podcast, but now they are just viewers. I say just, but it's actually, maybe it's a more advanced level because they can also see us. Yeah, there's a bit of an echo, and I don't know why that is. I don't know whose fault that is. I can't really blame Monika for it because it could be my own fault.
No.
Just trying to work it out. Is it because the mobile phone is picking up my voice, and then it makes no sense?
It could be for any reason. I have no idea. I don't
know. Okay, well, how about now? How about if I put it further away from me? Is that going to be an echo? This is so professional, everyone. I know, right? How about now? Is that an echo now? No, it's gone.
Oh, good.
It's gone. Now the question is, can the Instagram people hear me? Because now the phone is further away. So I prevented the echo, but do you know what? We're just going to move on. Let's just move on. Monika, how are you today? How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. Good.
I hope you're fine as well.
I'm all right. Despite all these technical, I wouldn't call them difficulties or issues. It's more like hoops that I have to jump through in order to make this work. Yeah. And because I want to, reach out to as many people as possible as well. But there's still an echo. God damn it. This Instagram, I'm never going to get it right, am I? Well, you know what, Instagram people? I'm going to go offline now for you. So it looks like it's really strange when I'm looking at the phone there and then what it shows there on the camera, right? Anyway, Instagram people, if you want to watch this live, you need to go to my YouTube channel, which is Teacher Zdenek. That's it. There's no .com, right? This is Teacher Zdenek YouTube channel, okay? So if you want to watch this live lesson, go there now, because I'm going to go offline now. All right. And video. That's it. Now, okay. Whew. A weight off my shoulders, Monika. Now I can just focus on this YouTube. All right. So we're doing another live lesson. So it's just a conversation with my student. And, well, we can talk about anything at all. There are no rules to this, Monika, yeah?
Yes, I know.
You know, do you like it? Do you like this? Yeah? Are you a spontaneous person? Are you a spontaneous person?
I'd say so.
Yeah?
More or less.
Do you know what happened, Monika?
No idea.
I still can hear an echo, so I switched it off and I didn't have to do that. Yeah.
Going on.
But I know this is not, I know this mic cannot pick up the, this mic should not make the echo. But anyway, it's because on podcasting it works. Anyway, let's just go with it. Let's just roll with it. So what have you been up to, Monika?
I've been working for almost all the day today.
Yeah.
I've just stopped working and came here.
You stopped working in order to have this live lesson with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I feel special, you know.
You are special. You are special.
I thought you were about to say you should feel special.
No. It was my decision. I wanted to do it.
Okay. Well. So what? Well, we know you are a driver. So where were you driving today? Who were you driving?
A lot of customers.
Okay.
Listeners may know Uber, and Bolt apps.
Yeah. Do you know what they call it in? Do you know how they pronounce it in English?
They pronounce it Uber, don't they?
No, Uber.
Uber.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uber. I think wouldn't it be in German? Wouldn't it be Uber?
Uber.
Uber.
I think so.
In Britain they call it Uber. So I've never heard anybody pronounce it Uber, but it's possible that someone. It's possible that someone pronounce. There must be someone, Monika, that pronounces it that way.
It's a special Monika's pronunciation, you know.
Monika, do you really?
From now, I'm going to pronounce it like Uber.
Yeah, but the problem is, no, you have to ask yourself this question, Monika. Where are your customers from? Because if they're not British, they might not understand what Uber is. So I don't know, because English is obviously, it's what we call lingua franca, yeah? So it doesn't just belong to English people or British people, you know? So it's possible that certain words are pronounced in a slightly different way, especially these brand names. This is a brand name, right?
Yeah.
So,
you know, I hear this wrong pronunciation from my customers very often. They pronounce it like Uber. So I picked
YouTube,
it up from
like
them.
YouTube,
kind of.
Like YouTube.
Yeah, like YouTube. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
But
to be honest, I'm not even saying like it's wrong, because like I said, lingua franca, you know, the language develops.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Sometimes you have different ways of pronouncing things, you know, like different versions, like say director or director, both are okay, you know. So Uber, Uber. Who are we to judge, you know, especially if it's a brand name and it's, isn't it German, originally German?
It should be. I think so.
Sounds German to me.
Sounds German.
Right.
I work for them, and I'm not sure where they come from. Right.
Let's make sure they don't see this video, Monika. Okay. Your bosses.
I'm quite sure they don't care about such things.
Well, thank God for that. Now you don't have to be fired from your job.
No.
Good news, everyone. Monika's job is safe.
As long as I don't gossip them or so, and I have no reason to gossip them. So,
well, you never know, because YouTube, this is available to the public, so anyone can watch this. Anyone, literally anyone, including your bosses, Monika. Are you willing to take that risk?
Yeah, I am.
Well, it's at your own risk. Yep.
You know who I don't want to watch it? It's just one person, my former boss.
Oh yeah, you've already mentioned your former boss, yeah.
Yeah. But even if this
happens, I think, Monika, the more we mention your former boss, the more likely it is that one day he will show up.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you do if now in this comment section that I see right here in front of me, what would you do if suddenly there was a name of your boss? How would that make you feel?
That would make me feel so nervous.
Would you keep talking to me, or would?
I'm not sure. Exactly. Zdenek, I can't promise it. I'm not sure how I would react, which way I would react. But probably I would continue talking. And
it's not just about me, really. You know, I'm used to my students not paying attention to what I say, because they are students. That's what students do, right? Students always use their phone. Well, not these YouTube students, not YouTube students. They are the best, obviously. The online students, the one-to-one students, they don't have a choice. They have to listen to. But let's say if you teach a group of 15 students or something, there's always one that decides to use their phone instead of listening to what I say.
Especially when you teach at secondary school or so.
Yeah.
When you teach teenagers.
Exactly. If any of you have been a teacher before or are a teacher, then you know what I'm talking about. So that's that.
And Zdenek, you were a student as well, weren't you? And
I can't remember anymore, Monika. It's been ages. I feel old. I can't remember anymore.
I'm sure you have used that phone as well, and you know, we all do it.
No, Monika. When I was young, we did not have smartphones. Actually, you know, we just had phones which were only good for calling people and sending SMSs. I'm deadly serious. When I was growing up, when I was in my teenage, I had an old Nokia phone, I believe, or was it Samsung? You see, this is how old I am. I can't even remember what phone I had, what my first phone was. Everybody remembers their first phone.
I don't remember it neither.
Well, you're
I
old as
remember
well,
my
then.
first phone, but then I don't remember any others. So
Okay, well, I have some bad news for you, Monika. You are old as well.
I am. I know.
Okay,
I'm not
well,
saying I'm young.
okay, well, now you are younger without the glasses.
Without
You've
glasses.
taken off your glasses. Yeah. The thing is, like, I can't take off my cap because that's gonna make me actually even older. Anyway, what's this lesson even about, Monika? Usually it's sort of like develops into some kind of a topic, but I don't know what this is. this is a freestyle, isn't it?
It's a Dogme method, so we need to kind of like figure out some
20 minutes. 20 minutes into the lesson, and I still don't know what's happening. That's the danger of Dogme, listeners. If any of you are teachers and you've ever used this method, it is interesting. Okay, it's not the end all, and it's not the be all and end all. It's not the answer to everything, but I think it's cool, and everyone should try it because you never know. It could suit you.
I can imagine that this method must be difficult for teachers because it's all about improvisation.
Yes and no, Monika. Yes and no, because if you are an experienced teacher, you should be able.
Just like you, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I guess I am, yeah, but it's tougher.
I know you are. I've known
Monika,
you
stop with the compliments, or
Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to talk anymore. What was I gonna say? I don't even know what.
Experienced teacher, you should. Something.
Yeah, I'm saying it's easier for experienced teachers to use this method because you know your grammar, you know how to explain things, you know how to sort of adjust whatever is happening in the lesson. You should be flexible enough. It's tougher for the novices, for teaching novices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also I would say for experienced teachers this could actually be easier because on the one hand, yeah, you have to improvise, but on the other hand, you don't have to plan it.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you like to plan things, Monika? Are you an organized person?
I'm not an organized person.
What's the opposite?
I'm spontaneous person.
Okay.
I plan things just when it's absolutely necessary.
All right.
But when it's necessary and I do plan things, then events go smoothly, usually, like according to the plan. But I prefer like not to plan anything and just improvise.
I think it has some benefits, but it also has some drawbacks, obviously, some disadvantages. But let's take a look at this word, an organized person. So what would be some antonyms? What would be some words with opposite meaning? So you
disorganized. Disorganized.
That's the easiest one. So you use this prefix, disorganized. Do you know somebody who is disorganized, Monika?
Myself.
Okay, I was hoping you would tell me someone else, but okay. For example, Zdenek, but I can be disorganized. It depends. If it's something that really matters to me, I can do my best to get my act together and follow the protocol, follow the plan or whatnot. But I have moments when I'm completely disorganized. Yeah. Well, disorganized is quite negative, yeah. But there is a word that might even sound even more negative. Like everything is in the wrong place, and what's the word for it?
Messed up. it's not correct, right?
Yeah, I might be messed up as well occasionally. If somebody is messed up, I think it's usually not a permanent quality. If someone is messed up, it's usually because of something. There's a reason for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some kind of a situation. But we are talking about some permanent traits, let's say, qualities, or in this case, lack of quality. But it's called a quality anyway. A trait, let's say, personality trait. Yeah. CH. It starts with CH. This word.
CH.
It's similar to disorganized in meaning. Starts with CH.
I'm not sure about the word.
Okay.
I may know it, but
It's pronounced with K sound. K. CH can be pronounced.
Chaotic.
There you go.
Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Chaotic. Chaotic.
Yep. Where is the stress, Monika?
Oh.
Chaotic. Yeah.
Chaotic.
I just checked it. It's a bit weird. Yeah, actually.
Chaotic.
Yeah. Chaotic. I said O. It's not O. Sorry. Chaotic. It's interesting because we can have a look at this one actually because it's quite cool. Chaotic. Yeah. And there are two vowel sounds next to each other, A and O. And what happens, Monika, when you have two vowel sounds so close to each other?
You link them.
How do you link this one? Chaotic.
With sound like chaotic.
Wow, you're such a superstar, Monika. When I was your age, I had no idea what linking was. Chaotic. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So that's there is no y in spelling there, is there?
No. There's not.
But or y. Well, usually in English it would be y, like yacht. Yeah. Or something different letters. But the point is, if we have two vowel sounds and we want to read it sort of as one thing, we need to link it. Chaotic. It could be. We could not link it as well. We could say chaotic. That's possible too. But it's more natural in natural conversation to link it because it then is smoother. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you mentioned you've dealt with a lot of customers today. Yeah, you've driven a lot of people.
16 people. Yeah.
16 or 16? What's the correct pronunciation?
16.
And
what did I say? 16.
No, don't worry, Monika. Don't worry. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just my way of making sure it's correct. That's all. So, would you mind telling me something about the customers, or is there something like with doctors that there is this? What's it called? There's a word for it. Is it secrecy? Confidentiality, I think is the word, right? A professional confidentiality or something like that. Basically, you're not supposed to give away any private information about the patients if you are a doctor. Do you have something like that when you work for Uber?
I don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't have any contract like this.
Yeah.
Or this is not part of my contract. But of course, I don't say anything about my customers that could harm them. Yeah.
Right. So it's just, but that's just your sort of professional discretion. It's not.
Yes.
This is not a rule. This is not a rule you have to follow.
It's not the rule I have to follow. But it's like my moral standard, or
wow, that's cool.
I don't do literally, but I can tell you some funny stories about my customers.
Please do. Again, we have to.
No one knows them.
We have to hope no one is watching this. Yeah. So
I'm not gonna name them
Right. Change their names. Change their names in the story as well.
Honestly, now when I work for Uber, there are no interesting stories with customers. But I used to work for Blue Angel, which is a company that simply drives you back home in your car.
What's the name of the company again?
Blue Angel.
Okay, go on.
And those customers are usually drunk.
Oh, right.
And for example, one day we arrived.
How drunk, Monika? How drunk?
Sometimes drunk to death. Yeah.
Drunk to
like
death.
Absolutely drunk.
Like completely wasted.
Completely wasted. Some of them. Yeah.
Some of them.
Of course.
All right. Well, continue your story. I can't wait to hear more.
I was driving one of them towards his home, and when we arrived, he decided to park the car himself. He wanted to do it, but when he got out of the car, he fell down. Yeah.
Were you supposed to pick him up? Is this is this part of your contract?
Yeah. No.
Thank God for that. I don't know, because you never know what you sign. You
never know what you sign.
Your boss might tell you in the contract that if there is a customer that cannot pick himself up because of an excessive amount of alcohol in his blood, then you are expected to help this customer back to his feet or her. It doesn't limit to men only. It could be a woman too. All right. You never know what you sign, but yeah. And you know how long usually these contracts are? Who bothers reading like 10 pages of contracts, right?
No one. But I've never needed to pick them up or help them
their feet.
In such situation, to their feet. But that one fell down and then tried to stand up like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
Still trying to sit on the driver's place or driver's seat and park the car. And then he realized he wasn't absolutely able to do it, so he let me park it. But this could have been, dangerous for for the customer if he had like this managed to sit on that seat and but he didn't do it, so he wasn't able. So he couldn't damage his car, and it was okay. Nothing happened.
Yep. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, obviously, because would that be on you if something had happened?
No, absolutely not. He's adult. He's responsible for what he's doing. So
even though he's drunk.
Even though he's drunk. If you're drunk and you commit a crime, you're responsible for it. So it wouldn't be on me.
I'm actually less likely to commit crime when I'm drunk.
Me too.
When I'm drunk, because you know how some people get aggressive after drinking a lot of alcohol. I don't think I'm one of those people.
Me neither. I'm opposite. I'm absolutely peaceful. I trust everyone. Someone is likely to harm me.
Wait, you trust everyone? So if somebody's trying to sell something to you, let's say, or some kind of marketing,
give me some beer or wine.
If they buy you a drink, if somebody's trying to sell you a new car, let's say, and they ask you out for a drink or something, then you are more likely to buy the product from them because you trust everyone.
Yeah, but of course I I'm able to figure out who they are before I get drunk.
Well, that's smart. So,
I try,
they
of course,
so,
yeah.
so you better not try to buy.
I'd better not to drink at all. I know.
Okay,
it.
but you better not try to buy anything while you're drunk.
Sure.
Right, makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Well, we were talking about being. Oh, do you have any more stories?
One of the customers, I usually the service is like, I am the driver who drives customer's car, and my colleague follows me in our company's cars. And we arrived at one address, customer's address. The customer sit in the car and wanted to park it. He wasn't that drunk, but still, instead of going forward, he went back and he hit our car. And this would have been a very, very dangerous situation for the customer if we hadn't let him go. Like, we just made a deal with him. Yeah. After this accident, if we had called the police, the customer would have been arrested or at least punished, or fined for drinking and driving, which is serious, not crime, but
it is a crime, isn't it?
really...
Is it just offense? Is it just a minor offense?
Offense. That's the word. Yeah, it's the
offense.
offense. Yeah, it's crime when you have more than 1 promille of alcohol in your blood. Is it pronounced promille?
I don't think. I'm not sure about this one, Monika. I'm not sure about this one.
You know what I mean, don't you?
I do, but let me check. Let me check. What did I find? I found some kind of a weird dictionary. Promille. Somebody in French is reading it as promille, but that's not. That's like, is this German dictionary? What did I find here? I don't even know, Monika, because that's the thing. I'm not into cars. So if anybody knows this, anybody watching this, could you let us know? Because I just don't know, Monika. I'm sorry.
No worries. No one knows everything.
I know we say this in our language, right? But I just don't ever use this because I don't drive cars, you see. So I don't know. Yeah, carry on.
From okay.
Somebody says we are impossible. Yeah, that's now I'm reading it in the right moment. I think they meant it as a compliment, but now that I don't know what this word is and how to say it, I actually feel like the word impossible here means like it's impossibly bad. But Vlad says, I think Vlad must have checked it. That's why he says in comment that
Vlad?
It was correct pronunciation, but a bit French. The thing is, like, I just don't ever hear anybody say that.
So promille.
Promille. Just don't I don't know this word exists. I don't know if it exists, Monika.
Okay, let's skip it.
I just don't. Okay, per mile maybe. Is it per mile?
Per mile.
We are in the territory of measurements here, and that's another of my weaknesses because I was always bad at physics and mathematics when I was at school. Well, not so much mathematics, but physics. Oh, that was my weakness.
Mathematics was my weakness as well. So, I kind of liked physics, but mathematics was nightmare.
I feel like this is the closest we get. Per mile.
Per mile.
Per mil.
Or per mil.
Per mil, yeah, maybe it's per mil. For or out of every 1,000 shown by the symbol. Oh, so it's like percent. I think I got it now. Oh my God.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
percent. 1% is like 1 out of 100%. 100% is it's like yeah, you know, it's like the whole. 100% is the whole.
Yes.
But you can understand the whole as 1,000, I think, and then I hope I'm saying this right. And when the
You
whole
are.
is 1,000, then 1 per mil, 1 per mil.
Is one.
According to what I see here, it's per mil, and then 1 per mil. I think I figured it out. And then 1 per
You did.
mil,
Per
and
minute.
1 per mil is like it has the same symbol as percent, but there is an little extra circle after
Yeah.
the
That's it.
after the word after the symbol of percentage, you know. Yeah. Okay. Because oh right. So when we refer to somebody who is drunk, we would just say in order to sort of measure how drunk they are, right?
Right.
We say that they have 1, 2, 3 per mil in their
For
per
up
mil
to
of
4.
alcohol in their blood or something like that, right? I hope I'm getting this right.
You are, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I just couldn't explain it as well as
I
you.
couldn't explain it as well. It took me like 5 minutes to explain this, as you can see. So
And this,
good job, Zdenek. Well done. You are certainly improving in this.
no one can know everything, you know, it's impossible. So
Yeah, especially when it comes to cars. I'm really
okay.
useless. So
You're not useless. It's not about car, yeah. Like
Monika, I'm joking. Monika, I'm just saying it as a joke. Okay, it's what we call it's what we call self-deprecating humor. Yeah. So no need to make me feel better, Monika. I'm just self-deprecating. You know, it's like a kind of humor. Yeah. When you end up in an embarrassing situation. This is a tip for everyone. Yeah. Comedians have this as a trick, as a technique. When you say something embarrassing, you make a blunder, you make a mistake, no matter how embarrassing it is, Monika, the worst you can do is to just start feeling bad about it and be red in face. Instead, you have to say something to make fun of yourself, you know, so that you sort of shift the attention or shift the focus on yourself rather than, you know, anything, and then everybody will feel all right about it. Yeah. So that's what I was doing, just to explain. Anything else, Monika? Any other stories? Any other drunk stories?
Yeah. One of the customers was so much drunk that I knew from the very beginning how this situation would end up. Yeah, I was sure that the customer would fall asleep within like 2 minutes. And I didn't know his address, his destination, where he wanted to go. So I asked him right before we started to go. And he didn't reply. He replied just like, I will tell you. I was like, no, oh, no, that's not going to end up well. But he wasn't willing to tell me the address. Yeah. And
right.
we were going. Obviously, of course, he fell asleep. And then it was impossible to wake him up.
Right.
I tried hard. I was trying like for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I called to our dispatcher. Like, what can I do, right? And it was in winter. It was like minus 15 degrees outside.
Oh my goodness.
And the dispatcher told me to leave the customer in his car and go away.
Really?
I was like, sorry? Are you kidding me? Do you mean it seriously? It's impossible. It's minus 15 degrees outside. The customer may die if the the car simply, the engine switches off. Yeah.
Switches off. Yeah.
Switches off.
Mhm.
And the dispatcher was like, okay, sorry. Well, so what about calling the police?
Hmm.
And we did it. We called the police. The policeman managed to wake him up. And his first reaction when he saw the policeman was like, no, I tell you nothing. I haven't done anything wrong, like nothing. And then he fell asleep again.
Oh my God. Those are some unforgettable stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least your job is not tedious.
For me, not. But
Mhm.
for
Well, sounds like a
some
lot of
people, it
fun.
would be.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. But some customers can be also rude,
Yeah.
arrogant. Some of them are aggressive. Yeah.
Mhm.
One of them told me that whenever I drive a customer home, I usually suggest a route that I would take. Yeah, like I name the streets.
Yep.
And I told him like I would go this, I would go there, and then I would pass by Saska, which is one of
that?
the companies in Prague. Yeah. And he understood, instead of Saska, he understood Sparta, which is a football team. And he is a Slavian fan.
Oh no, which is the biggest rival of Sparta, obviously.
Yes. And
Yeah.
you can guess what happened then. Yeah. He was like,
He went
I
mad.
am the only man who can say the word Sparta. And if you say it once more, I will kick your head off. Something like this.
Yeah.
I would attack you simply. I got scared because I couldn't know if that man meant it seriously or not. He was drunk and he must have been drugged or addicted to drugs. Yeah, he must have taken some drugs.
I see.
I had no idea what he was going to do, so I left the car and called to the dispatcher. The dispatcher cancelled the trip.
Mm-hmm.
And we were about to leave the place. And the customer came to us and he was like, oh my God, please drive me home. I really need it. I will never, ever do anything like that again. And I was like, okay, we can drive you, but I'm not going to be your driver. My colleague is going to drive you if you don't mind. And that customer was like, no, I'm afraid of him. Please, can you drive me home?
Oh my!
And in the end, he gave me 500 crowns, which is like 20 euros.
He gave you a tip.
Yes.
Yeah, extra money, a tip.
A tip. Mm-hmm.
Monika, lovely. I'm running out of time. I have about 8 minutes left. Let's go through some of the language. Yeah, most of it was very good, actually. You use very high level English when it comes to grammar, especially when it comes to grammar. You're one of the best, Monika.
You should know that. Thank you. You are my teacher. Thank you.
I know, but you knew a lot even before I became your teacher. So let's be honest. Monika. For example, your third conditionals, like top notch, top drawer. I know so many students at such a high level, and they get the conditionals wrong all the time. Yeah, so
I don't make many mistakes when it comes to conditionals.
I noticed. I wanted to write a few sentences down, but usually conditionals are so long that by the time I finished the first clause, you were expanding on the first one, and I forgot what the original sentence was. So, and never mind. What I'm gonna do now, as usual, is I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right, Monika, how do you pronounce this word?
Organized. Yeah, smoothly.
Right. So, as far as I know, the adjective is pronounced smooth.
Smooth.
Let me check, yeah, because I don't want to get this wrong. Oh, yeah, smooth. So it's actually a th sound, not th, but th. So it's smooth and smoothly.
Aha.
Yeah?
Okay, smooth and smoothly.
Mhm. Smooth, smoothly. Yeah, I've checked it, and this should be right. Yeah, I'll check it in another dictionary just to be sure, because you should always double check. Smooth, yeah, smoothly. Yes, it is correct. Okay.
Okay.
This was just the vocabulary we went through. Organized. Yeah, blue words are whenever I teach students, blue words are like new words, some kind of target language or any interesting vocabulary that I come across. When it's purple, it means I need to deal with the pronunciation. I need to tackle the pronunciation in this case. So organized, disorganized. Disorganized. The stress is here. I'm just going to underline the stress syllable here. Organized here. It's on the first one. How about chaotic? Where's the stress, Monika?
Chaotic.
On this one?
I say so.
That's right. Okay, why did I write it twice? I don't know. How about this one? Where's the stress?
16 on T.
Teen. Yeah.
Teen.
This one is a super long word. How do you pronounce?
Confidential. What? Confidential. It's tongue twister for me. Confident.
Yes, it only has 7 syllables, Monika. Don't worry too much.
Confident.
I'm gonna get it wrong myself as well now. Confidentiality. Confidentiality. Yeah. Confidentiality. So ality. Is stress. Confidentiality. That's a terrible one. Now, let me help you with this one. This is the name of your company that you used to work for.
Yes.
How do you pronounce the second word?
Angel.
Right. I used to mispronounce this a lot myself. It should be angel.
Angel.
Angel. Yeah. I used to mispronounce this one, so I completely understand why you got this one wrong. Not angel, but angel. Like strange.
Angel.
Similar words are like strange, angel. Yeah? Change. There's a sound. Strange, angels, change. Yeah?
Zdenek, I mispronounce all of them. I say strange, angel, change.
I think it's a Czech thing. I used to do the same.
Angel, strange.
Change.
Change.
Change. I don't think we say change. Now you're getting me self-conscious again. Change. Yeah, change. Obviously, change. Yeah.
Change.
Okay, let's move on. This could have been so I just wrote an example of a third conditional that you came up with. This could have been dangerous for the customer if he had, and then I didn't remember what you said. What did you say?
If he had been reported to the police, or if he had
been reported. Okay. So that's even tougher, because not only is this third conditional, but it is also passive. Very nice. So this is an example of the third conditional, something that didn't happen in the past, but it's like an alternative hypothetical past that might have happened, could have happened. Yeah. How do you pronounce this word, Monika?
Service.
You need to make the first vowel longer. Yeah.
Service.
Like turn, burn, purpose, service, not service. Service. That's better.
Service.
Yeah. Another example of good third conditional. It could have been a very dangerous situation for the customer if he had
It's the
Why did I
same.
write the same? Did I write the same thing again? No, you know what I think? You know what I think happened? I think you used the same sentence twice. That's why I wrote it twice. What about this one?
Offense?
That was a word for you. You didn't know. Yeah, it was like if it's not crime, then it's like something less serious. We can call it an offense.
Offense.
An offense, right? And this is the one that I didn't know. This is how you spell it. 1 per mil. 1 per mil. This is the symbol we use. Yeah. And if I found in Wikipedia as well, which is one of the most reliable sources out there, not really, but there's a lot of information there. That's why I used it. The term occurs so rarely in English that major dictionaries do not agree on the spelling. Oh, yes. So I think I'm justified in not knowing this one because it occurs so rarely in English. There you go. So that's why I didn't know. I was a bit like caught by surprise when he used it. And at the same time, I know it from Czech, which we speak the same language. So at the same time, I was feeling a bit, sort of like guilty for not knowing it, right? But it turns out, according to Wikipedia, which we all believe, which we all trust, right? We all trust Wikipedia. It turns out that it only occurs rarely in English, yeah? And they say that some major dictionaries, such as Macmillan, do not even contain an entry. The term is more common in other European languages where it is used to express fractions smaller than 1%. One common usage is blood alcohol content, which is expressed as a percentage in English-speaking countries. Ah, there you go. So in English-speaking countries, we would use percentage instead. Does it make sense?
It does.
Apparently. Yeah. So that's why I just didn't. It exists in English. You say per mil, but it's not used. That's why I didn't know it more because I would have heard it somewhere,
So should I have said something like 0.3%?
Yeah, I think so. Well, according to this, that's the way. That's the way English-speaking native speakers say it, apparently, according to this. And I think it makes sense. It would only prove my theory that why I didn't know this. Okay, I have to go. So one of the customers was so much drunk that I knew from the beginning how this would end up. So what's wrong here?
Something's wrong with.
Yeah.
Was as much drunk? Or
No. Don't complicate it. Delete one word instead. Remove one word.
So drunk.
Yeah, that's it. Don't say so much drunk.
But
you can say he was drunk so much. That would be okay, but not so much drunk. I was so much happy. You wouldn't say I was so much happy. You would say I was happy so much that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't say I was so much happy. No. Also, I feel like sometimes you use the word end up, and I've heard it from you more times. This end and end up do not have the same meaning. I can't remember. It just sounded incorrect, but the way it looks here, it seems fine now. So maybe you said it differently.
End up. I know what it means, but I'm not sure if I can express myself clearly. Like, for the result is different than you
expect.
Thought than you expect.
Yeah.
Usually worse than you expect.
Yeah, but here one of the customers was so drunk that I knew you knew it from the beginning. So you expected what would happen. You expected how this would end. So I think
in this case I can't use that end up.
Yeah,
okay.
I think here we would use the word end, I think. But at the same time, I mean, it doesn't seem like a huge deal here, to be honest. Doesn't seem like a big deal. Yeah, I think you mean end, and That's you know the rule. You just said it, so that's it.
Mhm.
If you don't expect it, you end up in prison, for example. I thought I would be a doctor, but then I ended up in prison, or
Mhm.
something like that. I never thought I would end up being an English teacher. So something like that. Yeah. And then if you're just talking about how something finishes, you just say it ended in this kind of way, right?
Mhm.
You don't say it ended up.
Okay.
Right. I called to our dispatcher. So what's wrong with this?
I called our dispatcher.
That's it. Not to. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Call to me. No. Call me. Yeah. These words. Just quick. Let's go quickly through the pronunciation. So how would you pronounce this word?
Dispatcher.
Yes, that's much better. Yeah. I think you were pronouncing it with the stress on the first syllable, but it's dispatcher. Dispatcher. Yeah. How about this one? Another
police.
mispronounced word.
The police.
The police. Yeah. The police.
The police.
Yeah. So where's the stress?
L sound. Police.
No. The whole syllable. Yeah. Police.
Police.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The police. And how about here? I noticed you sort of corrected yourself with this.
Yeah. Police. Man and policeman.
Well,
And
one man, two
One
men.
man, two men.
But in the word policeman, it's not policeman. It's not even in gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, wait.
When it's just one
young
policeman.
gentleman. I'm gonna check this, yeah, just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it's just schwa sound. Gentleman, yeah.
When it's
One gentleman.
One gentleman.
One gentleman, two gentlemen. It's the same, exactly the same pronunciation.
Mhm.
The spelling is different though, right? So this is quite confusing actually. So the pronunciation of one man is different. It's one man, two men.
Mhm.
However, if the word man is part of if it's part of a compound noun like policeman or what was the other one? Fireman, let's say. Now, you don't say fireman, you don't say policeman, you say policeman, fireman. Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one?
Arrogant.
Where's the stress?
On R. Arrogant.
No,
Sure.
you said it to yourself and it sounds strange to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but I don't know the
The
correct.
stress is on the first syllable here.
Arrogant.
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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it. Okay, well, Monika, good job
Thank you
today.
for the
I'm just
lesson.
gonna excuse me.
Thank you for the lesson.
You're very welcome. I'm just gonna quickly check some comments here. Vlad has written a lot of comments. Thank you for them, Vlad. I'm sorry if I wasn't too responsive today because I'm going to play tennis with a friend now. And I'm getting a bit stressed because I wanted to deal with everything. So I knew I wanted to do this language feedback. I got a bit stressed. I got a bit stressed out. Monika, your English is very good, says Irena. Rod
Thank you.
has got some positive words for you as well. For us, actually. What else? That's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That will do. So for next time, we just have to figure out how to use Instagram. That's it. But I think we did a good job. Thanks, Monika, for showing up today, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.